This RSBANDB update nibble originally aired on RSBANDB update episode 720. Enjoy. Moving on to the next set of patch notes, overcharged Rings of Death can now be worn via the action bar. So I guess you would only slot the Ring of Death before you're about to die? Is that what this means?
Sounds like a switch.
Or swapperoo?
So it depends. Sometimes you just bring a Ring of Death for a switch when you're going to die. But a lot of times now, like, Ring of Death has become standard instead of the Asylum Surgeon's Ring.
Oh, really?
Because the standard setup for Solak is an 8.5 mil grave, which is kind of steep. And so I just bring a Ring of Death for Solak now with a Ring of Vigor switch. I don't bring a Asylum Surgeon's Ring because at Solak you could die anytime, just some silly mistake or you lag for a second or something like that, and 8.5 mil deaths are pretty brutal.
That's how much it costs to get your stuff back?
Yeah, for the standard Solak preset.
Holy crap.
Yeah, because you've got your full tier 90 mage gear, tier 92 wand and core, tier 92 dyed or seismic singularity offhand, and then you need another offhand seismic or core if you're bringing lunging, and then you need a full tier 92 melee setup with Kopesh's, CGS, Scythe. If you bring it, a lot of people don't bring Scythe, it's not really necessary, and then a flanking switch for melee. And then you need your, SOS as well. So you're bringing, you basically bring two full sets of tier 92 gear, including all of the relevant switches for those styles, because you hybrid melee and mage for Solak. So you're bringing a ton of items.
This, folks, is what people don't understand about PVM.
No, because I came close to a mil death. I think it was last week, and I about came out of my chair. I'm like, "Are you kidding me? I've never paid this much to die. I've never."
Oh, I had some 700, 800K deaths when I was doing the Elite Dungeons with David here.
Yeah, that just happened to me for the first time. I'm like, "You got to be kidding me! This is ridiculous."
I don't know if you can put it on screen, but if anyone is interested, I could upload a screenshot of my select preset real quick.
Yeah, sure. We'll put that in since we're talking about Ring of Death. So I'll put that in the show notes. But we'll move on to the other patch notes and come back to that when you've got it uploaded. Skilling-wise, the Pyromaniac perk will now once again give the correct XP for all logs burned when it triggers.
Oh, that's good.
And prevented the bushy magic beans from attempting and failing to grow wishing well bushes, since those have been removed. And in the teleport area, fix the Horde Stalker ring not teleporting to multiple locations despite having the required level. And finally, the Arc Journal can once again be used to teleport to Port Sarum before unlocking Arc teletabs. Let's have a look at these screenshots you posted here in the doc. So we got your Solak preset, but more importantly, we got your death cost. We have an 8.6 million GP death cost.
Plus, when you die, you lose the buffs from your incense sticks. So that's over a mil right there.
Which sticks are you using, by the way?
Spirit Weed and Quarm.
What does Spirit?
Quarm increases the damage of your poison when applied from weapon poison, so it makes your weapon poison hit harder.
All right.
And Spirit Weed makes it so that your summoning special bar recovers quickly, so you could use Titan specs more often.
All right. Those are the ones we called. Remember, Shane?
Yep, that and Lantati me.
That one's not worth using, unfortunately, because it's more expensive than the overload.
That's the thing. Many people think that it is worth using. That's why it's actually still selling for above market value, believe it or not.
Yeah, it's not. Right now, the math doesn't work out on it, or at least that's what everyone told me. I could be wrong, but that's what I'm pretty sure that it is not worth using. But the summoning one in particular is fantastic. I've been buying those for like 330K each or something. They're just so expensive.
Okay, well, I know what I'm doing after the show.
Well, you should test the prices because with any new item.
Well, yeah, but I
lot,
mean, even if it's not even that price, and there's a good chance because those use lower level logs and lower level ashes, I will be able to recoup more cost off those than I can off the Lantadium sticks, because realistically, I can pull in 100 of each of those herbs from each herb run that I do.
Yeah, Wazzy made a video of like new money making method, and I think he was getting like 10 mil an hour killing pyre fiends.
Oh, because those drop. Drop the accursed ashes.
Or pious.
Yeah, the ones for the spirit weed is what it drops.
Okay. No.
Yeah,
see?
but that's why.
And I knew those had.
That select.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's rough when you.
Well, now I get it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But is it like? But other than like Solak, death really isn't a thing, right? When it comes to like the old stuff, the raids and the Rago and Rise of the Six. No one's dying at that stuff though, right? Anymore.
Well, I mean, yes, it is true that I don't really die. If I were to die at Virago, my death would cost 3 mil.
Okay.
So I mean, that's still like not nothing.
No, that's more than I would want to for lose. But
like, I don't really die at Virago.
Yeah.
I'd have to, yeah.
And I imagine God Wars 2 would probably be less than the Virago ones, death cost wise.
I don't even die there.
Probably about the same.
Okay. Yeah.
Because it's just best in slot. Basically, it's best in slot melee is the most expensive for me because of dies. Best in slot mage is second most expensive for me, but it's like it's very close. And the problem with Solak is you're bringing both best in slot magic and best in slot melee.
Because you shouldn't get charged because it's died. I mean, that didn't help you none. You're just paying to look dice. I mean, what's up with that?
I don't think it's that much more though.
Okay.
I don't think it's really that big of a deal. I think it would be about 8 mil without the dice.
Okay. Make sure you do include a good section in the article about these deaths costs, and maybe even link back to this little bit of a micro discussion on it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I don't think people realize how much you get. It's like a lot. Like 8.6 mil is a lot. Like if I die twice, that's more than a lot of skillers make in an hour, probably.
In an hour? That's more than we make in a week.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I died 3 times at Solak in 1 hour yesterday, and all 3 times I didn't have a Ring of Death on because I put on a Ring of Vigor to use Berserk, and I died on the same tick that I used Berserk, and so I had a Ring of Vigor on for those 3 deaths, and that cost me 25 mil, which was brutal.
Yeah.
PVM ain't easy, folks. It might look like a easy moneymaker, but there are still things that you can get dinged by moving through that. So that's what we want to learn going forward with this. So